Okay, we're going to cover several different types of diagrams and models. But before we go into them, I want to make a couple brief mentions of standardized notations for modeling. Both of these notations, they really do deserve a full course in themselves. They're pretty complex and involved. For that reason, we're not going to go into them in depth, but as a new business analyst, you should at least know what they are. The first is the Unified Modeling Language, or UML. UML is primarily used by technologists to describe the design of software. Specifically, software written using an object-oriented programming language. If you've taken a course in programming, you may be familiar with some of these concepts implemented in languages like C++ and Java and C#. You do not, I say that emphatically, you do not need to know how to program to be a business analyst. But I will encourage you, as your career progresses, to become fluent in object-oriented analysis and design. It'll certainly help you to talk to technologists in their language, and it'll also give you some helpful concepts for modeling solutions. UML has about a dozen or so types of diagramming methods. Some of the more commonly used ones are class diagrams, which describe logical objects that software uses. Sequence diagrams, those help us to understand the sequence of activities that a system will perform. And one of my favorites is the use case diagram. Use case diagrams are a bit of a special case. We will be talking about use case modeling in a little while, including the diagramming, but we won't be discussing the UML notation for it, which requires a bit more rigor than we need to cover in this course. The other major modeling notation is called Business Process Model and Notation, or BPMN for short. BPMN is used extensively in business process modeling, as you might guess. Its diagrams usually look like common flowcharts, but the notation is standardized, and therefore there is a right way to do it and many wrong ways. If you have a job title like business process analyst, or if you work on lots of business process re-engineering projects, I'll strongly encourage you to learn BPMN. And guess what? Yes, 7th Morning has a couple of courses planned in the future for business process management, and we plan to cover BPMN in detail in those courses. Okay, with that aside, let's go ahead and dive into diagramming. First up is flowcharts.